At Bowden Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden and Car Furniture.
Have you had a review of your insurance policies recently? Hi, I'm Jim Robinson with Robinson & Stith Insurance. At Robinson & Stith Insurance, we understand the hard work that goes into securing your assets. Whether it is your home, car, business, or boat, you need insurance to protect your hard work. Robinson & Stith Insurance has been serving Eastern North Carolina's insurance needs since 1905. We believe it is not just the policy that serves you, but also the people. Our no voicemail policy means that whenever you call our office, you will speak to a live person who will be happy to help you. Our dedicated team of professionals is here to help and will be happy to provide no obligation reviews of your insurance coverages. Stop by and see us at 513 Pollock Street. Give us a call at 633-1174, 633-1174. Robinson & Stith Insurance, complete insurance since 1905. We want to earn your business.
This is Michael McKeel. I'm the head baseball coach of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven Sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio.
This is the Friday Night Football pregame show.
I want to welcome head coach of the West Craven Eagles, Mike Twitchell. Coach, always good to talk to you. Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well.
Doing well, man. Thanks for having me on again this week. I appreciate it.
Let's start with last week, where, again, recapping the win at North Lenoir, and give me some of your best positives from that game. What did you see when you looked back at the film?
Oh, man, we got a lot of guys, a lot of playing time, and a lot of touches last week. That was good going into, get deep in the year, and you got opportunity to get some young kids some playing time. Had a 2 starting offensive linemen out last week and shuffled the deck a little bit, and had some guys really step up and play well for us on the offensive line. Traquan Dixon stepped in there, played really good. Ethan Gaskins had moved to center. Senior Zaire Keys, who normally plays linebacker for us, stepped into a role there at guard, and that unit kept on clicking. So that was good to see.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about getting those, the extra, getting guys reps that wouldn't ordinarily get some playing time, which I know was, is always a big thing. And I know, look, you look at a score like that again, it seems like everything goes right. So let's turn the tables on that. What did you see on the side of it that you said, hey, look, we got to do better at this?
Man, I don't know, Mark. Last week, I thought the defensive side of the ball, I don't think they gave up maybe one or two first downs until North Lenoir's last drive. So, the absence of Emmanuel Miller, I thought that group collectively stepped up as a group. Ben Dennison had a career night. It had, I think, 6 solos and 11 assisted tackles for 17 total. It was good to see him back healthy, playing on that side of the ball. But if you nitpick stuff, man, you can't be perfect. But we had a few more penalties than we'd like to have the other night. Some of those we're not. We just got to clean it up, right? Mm-hmm. It's hard to get mad at wide receivers for blocking out on the perimeter. Sometimes those guys get holds that you don't see in the box. But like we talked about on Monday, if we get a holding call and our technique's right, then it is what it is, right? But we get our hands outside the frame and not stop moving our feet. Those are the things and some of those penalties we had that we want to see cleaned up and have put an emphasis on in practice this week. But overall, I'd be really nitpicking this to find a lot that went wrong last week.
It's to pick your brain here for just a minute. I don't need, any sort of specifics or anything, but it's interesting you brought up Dennison, because I remember in some of the moments getting ready for the game, sitting there and looking at the sidelines before the game had gotten started. And, as a coach, you spend a lot of times talking to guys in a group setting, but there's always these individual moments. And I did happen to catch this moment where you're walking on the sidelines, you're talking to a couple of guys. Well, Ben Dennison was by himself, and you kind of had a one-on-one moment with him talking to him. And it's just an interesting dynamic. When you're a coach of a team, there are just, again, you got to pick and choose. There's moments when you're talking to a group, to a position group, to the whole team, and sometimes you're talking individually to a player, and it's just an interesting dynamic. As I said, from a coaching standpoint, as I said, you have to be able to relate on all those levels, specific groups, the whole team, and certainly on the individual level.
Yeah, man, I think you just learn how to navigate that as you get into coaching, and 16 years in. I mean, you don't pass up the opportunities, to have those one-on-one conversations with guys, and not just Ben, but any guys. I try to. If you get a chance to plant a seed or build a little confidence with your words, or focus a kid with your words, I mean, I think you got to take those opportunities, and that's all you saw last Friday night. He was down there by himself. He was kind of in his own world, and he was focusing, and I just kind of went down there and, hey man, let's go get him, and that he did.
Oh, he did. So, all right. Let's talk about a couple of things here. One, let's focus on as we talk about players. And I know when we talk about the opponents, you always point to me like, hey, let's just take care of our own stuff. And so when I focus on this, it's senior night. And I think is it 16 seniors on this team? And so, I mean,
16, yeah.
We can talk about all of them. We can, but this is as we talked about this particular team and the, again, it's a collective of all classes, but at the same time, it's a special group of seniors here. And so again, on Friday night, we want everybody in Georgia Stadium for sure to celebrate the seniors. But talk to me specifically about this group and the journey that they've been on. Not only this year, but just as a group of seniors.
Well, I think they're a great representation as a group of what we want our football program to be. A lot of these kids, I've known them since they were 5, 6 years old. So they're a special group to me. A lot of these guys grew up with my older son, Parker. I've raised my younger son, Jackson, me and my wife. And then, like I said, a lot of these kids have been in our house. You know what I mean? There's a lot of off-the-field relationships on this team. But they're a special group. There's always been a tight-knit group. They're a group that's traditionally won year in and year out. Pop Warner, middle school, now in high school. There's good numbers, 16 of us. That's the most that we've been able to walk on senior night in 11 years. And I thought that's been the strength of this team. This team has seen adversity. There's not much they haven't seen, Mark, in their career here, because we battled injuries last year, and we battled some things, and this is just a seasoned group of seniors that got a lot of snaps under their belt, and they've done a lot of things to represent our football program well.
Well, for folks listening, by the way, I am, of course, the radio guy, and this is the head coach. So I'm also a big fan of Wes Craven, have been for my life. So here's what I want to say about this particular senior group, or my next question leading into it, because this game this week against Southwest Edgecombe, again, we're in a new conference. However, Southwest Edgecombe was in the previous conference as well. And so I looked at, the history of this, and I'm, again, the first 2 years of that conference alignment, again, you got wins. The last 2 years, I think it's been 4 points or something like that between the two games combined. Last year was a 22-21 game. And so you can look at the records, all that kind of stuff. I do that a lot of times. Look, you take every opponent as it is, but specifically for this group of seniors, for me as a fan, I think a lot of the fans that have seen some of these battles between Southwest Edgecombe and West Craven the last couple of years, I think these seniors have a memory of that these last 2 years of having games so close. And so this opponent this week, as I said, there's certainly some memories there for fans and certainly for the seniors that'll be playing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, 2 years ago there, we lost on a field goal, which we had the lead, and then gave up the lead. Lost on a field goal there 2 years ago at their place for the conference championship. And let one slip away here last year on senior night. Had the lead late and gave it up with minutes to go. And, hats off to Coach Varnell and the job he's done at Southwest since taking over there. I think this might be his 4th or 5th year. They're a tough team. I mean, even this year. I mean, they've been down in several games, and then they're right back in it. And they've won some games late, and they've been down several scores, and they're right back in it in the fourth quarter. We're going to have to play 4 quarters tomorrow here in Jordan Stadium to be successful. And like I said, I think there's some mutual respect between the programs. I got a lot of respect for Coach Varnell and the job he's done. And it's another quality opponent inside of our league.
And I want to, look, just again from the little bit that I've kind of scouted them myself, and again you've done a much deeper dive, but look, they can do both, and you got to defend both. But there's no doubt about it. To me, I feel like Southwest is going to want to establish a running game, and I think that defensively, from a standpoint, you want to stifle that. I think that making them one-dimensional from a defensive standpoint. And again, I'm no coach or coordinator, but I think that's one of the big focuses. I think there again, you got to do what you do on offense. I think the offense has done well. Keep that same. Ferocity, just come at it. I love the fast starts they've had the last couple of weeks, but I think defensively, if they can tighten down that run defense, I think that puts them in a good position to make Southwest one-dimensional.
We're definitely going to have to win first and second down when it comes to that. Like I said, Southwest, they got some weapons on the outside, and they got some good backs. Like I said, trying to get them in favorable down and distances to make some calls on the defensive side of the ball is definitely going to be key. You need to get those guys in second and long, third and long, but we can play some games. It's hard to play games on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. I mean, so we got to try to win first and second down, and hopefully get that offense off the field.
Before we close, I know there's, look, the seniors want to win for themselves. There's no guarantee that there'll be another game. I think, again, we look ahead and are hopeful there'll be more games at Jordan Stadium for sure, but there's no guarantee. And I know the seniors want to win for themselves. And I know the underclassmen, to a large degree, want to win for the upperclassmen. But, we were talking about last year and the year before. How much do you think that especially your upperclassmen or your senior, kind of want to win for those guys who've already graduated and moved on? It was just something I thought about. Again, we always talk about the team that's here now. I think that's the most important part. It's always a different team every year. And certainly that includes the underclassmen as well. But look, these guys fought battles with guys who have already moved on and gone on to do other things. But do you think that plays into it a little bit as far as the seniors playing for the guys who have already moved on?
Yeah, I think so. I think we talk about it a lot. Guys that have laid the path before you, right? Guys who've created a high standard and have created the standard. It goes back. It's like last week. RJ Lancaster had a week off up in Central. Come back, he was on the sideline. I think that's what we want. I've got several former players on staff helping us coach. All our guys are welcome back. At all the games, and I think you want that. And I think that is a big part of that. I think this group, they're not just representing this team; they're representing all the teams before us and all the ones to come down the road.
Well, for everybody listening, again, it's senior night at Jordan Stadium. We're excited about it. Coach, always good to talk to you. Looking forward to it, and go Eagles.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Go Eagles.
At Bowden & Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden & Car Furniture.
Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors in Vanceboro, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics, is building strong foundations for your grading and paving needs. Grading services are designed to provide a stable and level foundation for your construction projects, enhancing drainage, preventing erosion, and preparing your land for successful development. Jimmy L. Morris and Sons offers paving services that combine durability, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Call 252-670-6749 and let's lay the groundwork for success together.
This is David Fernandez, Athletic Director of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven Sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio 107.5 FM.
We're Eagles.
Friday Night Football. Friday Night Football.
This is my woo!
This is Friday Night Football.
Welcome to Friday Night Football on 252 Fox Sports Radio 107.5 FM. We are deep into the season. In fact, this is the penultimate week of the regular season, and the conference championship races are heating up. I'm Mark Panichelli, alongside me, Chop Doughty, and we're excited tonight to have West Craven and Southwest Edgecombe on senior night from Jordan Stadium. And excited tonight to call this game, and a lot at stake tonight, Chop, for both of these teams.
Yeah, this is the week before the end of the regular season. They definitely need this win. You know, this is where the standings are going to be decided. If they could win out, everybody's looking for them to get some home field advantage during the playoffs.
Yeah, if you look at the standings right now in the Three Rivers Conference, West Craven is on top with a 4-0 record. Right behind them, Eastern Wayne, followed by North Pitt, Washington, Southwest Edgecombe tonight, North Johnson, and North Lenoir. And again, tonight, these two teams squaring off. And if you heard in the pregame last year, this was a 22-21 game. The year before, 31-28. The last two contests between these two teams decided by a combined 4 points. So it has been quite the conference showdown when these two teams square off, the Cougars and the Eagles, and could be an exciting one tonight. The Eagles wearing blue jerseys tonight, red numerals with white trim, white pants, white helmets. Southwest wearing white pants, white jerseys, the dark blue numerals with the light blue trim, and, of course, the dark helmets. And they are the Cougars, and they are going to get the ball first to start off tonight.
I'm assuming the Eagles are hoping they come out on the other side of those tight games tonight.
We will talk about some of the other games, not only in the conference, but around the area, give you some scores as well. We're just about ready to get started here. Snyder. His kick, end over end, lands at about the 18-yard line. And that's where the Cougars are going to return it up past the 25 and then push back. We do have a penalty flag, which is
already
usually in the area of holding, but we'll see what the call is.
Last couple of weeks, Mark, West Craven's come out pretty strong right at the start of the game. We'll see what kind of offense they come out with when they get the ball.
Yeah, they've gotten off to really fast starts the last 2 weeks and looking to try to duplicate that success. But defensively last week, they did a great job against North Lenoir, holding them to, I think there was only about 3 first downs in the entire game and didn't score until late. And so the defense actually the last 2 weeks has been pretty stiff, and they're going to get called into action first here tonight. After the penalties against Southwest, they're going to get it what looks like at about the 11-yard line. They've got a junior quarterback, Devion Mayo Jr., and he's going to hand it off. It's a run play around the left end.
A couple of yards there.
And that's Andre Downey Jr. He's the leading rusher on the team. A little over 500 yards rushing so far. And there's no doubt about it. I think if you're Southwest and head coach Carter Varnell, you're going to want to try to establish the run here to open up the passing game a little bit. Under center is Mayo. Offset I formation. And up the middle, looks like the first back through. Just a couple yards. Bring up a 3rd and short here. About 3rd and 1. Just underway. Glad to have you aboard on 252 Fox Sports presentation of Friday Night Football, which you can hear on 107.5 FM or on the TuneIn radio app, which is absolutely free on your Google or Apple device. If you have an Alexa, you can simply ask Alexa to play WWNB. Or you can find 252 Fox Sports or Friday Night Football on Facebook. 2 wide receivers to the near side, but penalty flags before we can get the play off. And this looks to be, at least body language, it's going to be a false start against the Cougars.
Yeah, number 54, I believe, jumped.
3rd and 7.
So this will set the Cougars at the 14-yard line. And they are going to need about 7 yards or so to move the chains. Mayo now in a shotgun. He'll roll out, looking to throw. Pressure, has to get away. And he looks like he's just trying to throw this one away. And he does. Incomplete. And it brings up a 4th down.
Looks like they're going to punt.
Well, a little too early for Madden rules at this point, right?
I would go every time.
So punt formation here for the Cougars. We're coming off of what I think a lot of us were surprised last week at Washington, that score. High snap, but the punter gets it in, but it's blocked. Eagles are going to pick it up and pushed out of bounds, but an excellent special teams play by the Eagles is going to set up the offense in excellent real estate.
Deep in Cougars territory.
What's that, got them about the 15-yard line?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Wow.
First and goal for the Eagles from the 10-yard line.
Some of the other games going on around our area. We'll try to update you on some of these, but in the conference play outside of West Craven, it's Eastern Wayne, Washington, and North Lenoir, North Johnston. But we'll keep you updated as soon as we hear anything. But we're ready here for the Eagles, who have the ball inside the red zone. DJ Davis, the quarterback. 27 touchdowns on the season, 12 in the air, 15 on the ground. He leads the team in both categories, passing and rushing. He'll hand it off. And trying to get into the end zone. It's inside the 5. It's going to be stopped just shy. But a nice run. Looked like a sweep that got cut maybe a little short. But a nice run. A 6-yard gain. 2nd and goal now. Celebrating the seniors, 16 seniors on this team. So far off to a good start. Looking for pay dirt and into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mr. Davis run that one right up the middle.
So make that another rushing touchdown, his 16th of the season. And The Eagles are up 6-0 just a couple of minutes into the game. Snyder on to attempt the extra point. And the extra point attempt is up, and it is good. And the Eagles.
There's that quick start, Mark.
Yep, off to a great start again. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started here on 252 Fox Sports Radio.
The goal of Atlantic Logging is to offer each of our customers a professional logging operation and top dollar for their timber. In short, you should have a peace of mind knowing that your timberland is contracted to be harvested with an extraordinary, well-trained, experienced, and dedicated logging company to get the job done in a time-efficient manner with precision and professionalism. Call 252-229-9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
This is Friday Night Football.
$9:19 to go in our opening quarter. West Craven up 7-0 on Southwest Edgecombe on Friday Night Football. I think that's SpongeBob they're playing. This kick, a little end over end.
Oh my
goodness. And the Eagles have come up with another special teams gem.
Yeah, that looked like it bounced right off the guy's face mask that was trying to receive it.
Yeah, that was one of the more bizarre plays you'll ever see.
And it took a 15-yard bounce right back to the Eagles.
So, yeah, I got to say, for the folks listening on the radio, did a
$9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
This is Friday Night Football.
$9:07 to go. And West Craven on top 14-0 here. As we're just getting underway. Snyder on to kick his third kick of the night so far, and it looks like Downey with the return just past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And so Southwest Edgecombe will send their offense back out for their second possession of the game. And I think that's got to be one of the tough parts is your second opportunity of the game. It's still very early. We're 2 minutes and 57 seconds into the game and down 14-0. So the hill starting to get a little steeper. Cougars will spread it out here. 3 wide receivers to the near side, but they'll hand it off. Hopkins to the 50. He's going to move the chains into Eagle territory.
That was a really strong run right there.
They've got a great 1-2 punch in their backfield. Andre Downey Jr. and Kanaji Hopkins. Hopkins, with the best offensive play of the night so far, puts the Cougars inside the Eagles' side of the field at the 48-yard line. First down and 10. Mayo takes the handoff. Quick pass, complete. Got it to Bridgers, who is the leading receiver on the team. Tall, 6'5". Nice reach. He is a great target. Short completion to the 45-yard line to bring up a second down and 7. Shotgun formation, handoff. It's Downey, and Downey is going to get a couple yards to about the 42-yard line, right up the middle. Not much, but brings up a second down and 5. Or excuse me, a 3rd and 5. So a very important 3rd down here for the Cougars. Hopkins lines up as the tailback. Mayo is the quarterback. In fact, he'll have his other back, Downey, line up in the slot. In the shotgun. Mayo gets the snap, hands it off to Hopkins. Hopkins trying to run it up the middle, nowhere to go.
They stuffed that.
Maybe a loss of a half yard on the play as a
helmet goes
flying away, yeah. And that brings up a 4th down and 5, no gain on the play.
No gain for the Cougars, brings up 4th down, 5 to go.
7:23, clock moving here. Some of the games we'll try to update you on. New Bern is in action, taking on their rival J.H. Rose. Havelock off tonight. Those are the games outside of the conference of interest within the county. Empty set here for Mayo. Gets the snap, going forward on 4th down, rolls out, now looking to throw, and he's going to throw deep, and he's got a man who's got behind his defender, but the pass was a little underthrown, and it allowed the defender a chance to catch up. But for a moment, the Cougars had a man open, and he had beaten the coverage and got behind the defensive backfield and just couldn't get the pass there on time.
West Craven will take over.
.6:52 to go. First quarter, senior night tonight. And it's not just senior night for the football team, senior night for the band, senior night for the cheerleaders, and certainly any of the students here to root on the team. Up the middle, inside Cougar territory. And a nice run. It's going to move the chains about 11 yards, yeah. Nice run by Davis, who had a great fake. I think got the Cougars to bite on that fake, and it's a nice run up the middle. Davis going to set the Eagles up 1st and 10 at the Cougar 46. The Eagles line up 2 wide receivers on each side. They'll put Cuthbertson in motion, take the handoff. Davis up the middle and picks up maybe 2 yards to the 44. just approaching the halfway mark of the first quarter.
That kind of looks like him calling his numbers, like one of those things where it's, if it's working, why stop doing it?
Yeah, and again, you do it enough times, and that
it's going to open something
leave
else
the
up,
sweep guy, the motion guy. So, yeah, I mean, again, getting a lot of reps here. Second down and 8. Handoff up the middle. And I'm trying to see, I think that was Person on the carry, who's been getting a lot more action here. The freshman who's played a little bit of quarterback, a little receiver, and gotten a lot more carries at the running back position. And he's back in there at tailback. Screen pass this time, though. Short gain to Cuthbertson. And going to be about 2.5 yards shy of the first down. Bring up a 4th down, and I think the Eagles are going to go for it here. They'll put Davis under center. And I think Twitchell wants to talk about it. And it gives us a chance to take another break. So let's do that. We'll come back. It's 14-0 West Craven, and you're listening to Friday Night Football on 252 Fox Sports Radio.
As a Daikin dealer, I have the solutions you need for total home comfort. So if you want the chill of the Rocky Mountain air in your bedroom for summer, you can. Or if you prefer the warmth of the California sun this winter, that's no problem either. And if you simply desire that just right feeling of the New England coast, well, it's home comfort you decide. Daikin, perfecting the air we share.
Lilly Enterprises HVAC. HVAC specialists for Craven, Beaufort, Pitt, Lenoir, Carteret, and surrounding eastern NC. Lilly HVAC.
This is Antoine Pittman, head men's basketball coach of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven Sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio, 107.5 FM.
This is Friday Night Football.
We're back from the timeout. Eagles 14-0 on Friday Night Football. 252 Fox Sports. 4th down. Davis. Gonna give it to Person. Person's got the first down, and then some. Still on his feet. There is a flag, and I think they're going to call a holding play.
Super late right there.
And the body language definitely looks as if it's going to be holding. And looking at the spot, again, it'll be 10 yards from the spot. It looks like it's going to bring up about a 4th and 7, maybe a 4th and 8. And I don't know if that changes the mentality of the play call there, but it is a hold. And it will be a 4th and 8. So we'll see what the Eagles decide to do here. 4:46 to go in our opening quarter. Looks like they're going for it. Davis lines up in an empty set. Looking for the call. Cougars have the box stacked as well. Davis going to drop back. Looking to throw. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man. It's complete inside the 10. And first down, Eagles.
That was a good adjustment by the receiver to get that ball. It's good coverage, too. The guy didn't locate the ball. He didn't see it coming.
I think he needed 8 yards, and he got 36.
Yeah. Overachiever.
So the Eagles now have it 1st and 10. Davis, same formation, empty set, 3 wide receivers to the far side. Man in motion. It's Cuthbertson. He'll give the ball to him. And it was a nice read by the Cougar defense. They're going to drop him for a loss. Yeah. So this will spot. Let's see where they call the ball down at.
13 or 14, maybe?
Looks like the 13. 14. Yeah, I'll say 14-yard line.
Second and goal.
So second and goal for the Eagles here.
13-yard line.
And getting behind the chains is always a frustrating.
When you're first and goal outside
feeling,
the 10, something went wrong.
They'll line up in a shotgun formation. Tailback lines up beside Davis. It is Person. Fake handoff to him. Now Davis has pressure. Trying to get away from it and reset. And he does. Throws and just throws it away. Smart play. But there is going to be a flag, and I think might be another one of those holding calls. We'll see what the penalty. Could be defensive holding. Let's see. Now, the Eagles' body language is... Yep, it is a penalty against the Eagles, so push it back a little further. And now we have it.
Yeah, first to go outside the 20. That's really bad.
Second goal from the Cougars 23.
So from the 23-yard line, they'll empty the backfield, and Davis lines up in a shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Davis gets the snap, drops back, throws, quick pass, complete. Breaking tackles. What a move. Going all the way across the field, and he goes into the end zone. What an amazing play, an amazing run, and you got to credit.
I'm telling you.
That guy is amazing. The X Factor himself. My gosh.
He is a joy to watch with the ball in the open field.
He's got, what do they say, speed in a phone booth. He just takes that and turns on the jets, and
I think that was, what did the kids call that? Somebody's ankles got broke down there.
It is 20-0. Snyder on to attempt the extra point, and as there's a flag on the play, the kick is good, and it looks like offsides. Thought there was going to be a block, but when you get a good jump like that, it's... Now, again, do you have the option? I wonder if there's an option. Do you keep the point? Do you give them the option it's a little closer? Do you go for 2 here?
I didn't think the ball got up.
It didn't?
Offsides on the Cougars.
Well, we have to tell everybody I'm indoors, so I can't see as good as you can, Chop. You have the great view outside. They said they couldn't contain me outside anymore.
They had to contain you.
That was it. I'm sorry.
You were too loose.
They didn't want me running loose with the crowd. That was it. All right, now we're going to get a kick. Perhaps. Snyder. Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is this time up, and for real, it's good.
Good job by the holder. That was a high snap. He corralled it, got it down.
Was a great play. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. There's more Friday Night Football on the other side.
Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors in Vanceboro, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics, is building strong foundations for your grading and paving needs. Grading services are designed to provide a stable and level foundation for your construction projects, enhancing drainage, preventing erosion, and preparing your land for successful development. Jimmy L. Morris and Sons offers paving services that combine durability, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Call 252-670-6749, and let's lay the groundwork for success together.
This is Friday Night Football.
Eagles 21, Cougars 0, 3:14 to go in the opening quarter from Jordan Stadium in Vanceboro. It is week 10 of Friday Night Football. Snyder's got the kick, and it's bobbled, and going to scoop it up and try to get some yardage out of it. Breaks one tackle, 2 tackle, and made something out of nothing. Darian Daniels, give Daniels some credit there, because the ball got away from it. I think most coaches were screaming, jump on it, and he scoops it up and is able to get them out of that.
Turn it into a positive, right?
Yeah, getting their backs against the goal line. And again, I was talking about the mountain getting a little more steep, the hill getting a little more steep, and now back on offense, trailing 21-0. Davis comes in as a safety. He and DiNapoli. Jeremiah Knight, that defensive secondary for the Eagles, along with, I think, Wilson on the other side. Up under center, handoff, and short game. Right in between the right guard and tackle. But not a lot there. The Eagles defense, again, has been fairly impressive the last couple of weeks. And
yeah, I think we said last week that it was the best overall game, offense, defense, special teams. They just did a really good job last week.
So far, things going well tonight is we're having a big senior night so far. Now, looking to throw is Mayo. He's got a man inside Eagle territory. It is complete. And it's Bridgers, the big target.
He is a tall receiver.
6'5".
From the Eagles.
And it makes it even easier. I mean, he's hard to cover when you've got great coverage. But if you're going to give him some space,
steps behind the coverage on that one.
That is not the way to cover a guy who can catch the football very well. He came into tonight with 8 touchdowns, and that definitely puts him over 500 yards receiving on the season. Handoff, Hopkins up the middle. And he's going to get maybe 6-7 yards there. Cougars are on their best drive so far. And they need to get the offense going.
2nd and 3 from the 23-yard line of the Eagles.
Pitch. It's Dowry, I believe. And he's got enough for the first down. Yeah. Got around the right tackle and pushed out of bounds, it looks like, at around the inside the 20 at about the 16, 17-yard line. So in the red zone go the Cougars.
First and 10 for the Eagles, 17.
.122 to go. Cougars now line up in a shotgun formation. Handoff. And it's Downey again. Downey going to get a couple yards, maybe 2. We'll say 3. Cougars trying to get closer and closer. The Eagles the last 2 weeks have only allowed 23 points between the 2 games. Almost had a shutout last week.
Yeah, that was a score late in the game with the, some subs in and all that kind of thing.
Shotgun formation here. Mayo hands it off to Hopkins. Hopkins bounces it to the outside and breaks a tackle. He's going to pick up 4 or 5 yards. Close to the 10. We'll see where they spot it. I think it is right at the 10.
It'll be 3rd and 4 from the Eagles, 11 for the Cougars.
They'll spot him at the 11. So just to be
they won't let you in.
Precise, they will not. But I am at a disadvantage. We should probably trust the officials with the spotting of the ball.
Wow.
Clock running out, handoff, trying to get a playoff before the end of the first quarter and diving towards the end zone, and I think he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
Touchdown for the Cougars.
Yeah, he was trying to pick up a yard and it just kept going.
And so the last play of the first quarter is sees Southwest find the end zone. And one of those where, drags the defender and would-be tackler with him to pay dirt. Now extra point attempt. Victor Carrillo, the kicker for the Cougars. The snap, the hold, the kick is good.
He's a left-footed kicker, too.
How about that, yeah. 21-7, that's the end of our first quarter. Don't go anywhere, though. We got more Friday Night Football on the other side of the break. Eagles 21, Southwest 7.
Our experience, dedication to excellence, and project site cooperation set Bryn Glass apart from other glazing contractors. In business since 1989, Bryn Glass strives to provide a professional and pleasurable experience throughout the construction process. We invite you to visit our commercial gallery for an overview of our completed projects. The homeowner is the sole focus of our residential division. Through extensive conversation and planning sessions, we come to understand the look and feel a homeowner's desires. Our mirrors are all cut to fit the area, and we offer several edgework custom options for you. Our shower enclosures are all custom designed and fabricated to fit each application. There are numerous glass and metal surrounds for the shower of your dreams. As a finishing touch, we offer a wide variety of bath accessories. Call 252-637-4996 for Bryn Glass, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
This is Friday Night Football.
Ready to start the second quarter here where West Craven leads Southwest Edgecombe 21-7. You're listening to Friday Night Football on 252 Fox Sports. Southwest set to kick here, and Eagles are going to scoop it up at about the 23-yard line, and not much on the return. So the Eagle offense, who are 3 for 3 tonight on offensive possessions.
They got a little bit further to go on this one.
This is the worst starting field position so far.
That kickoff looked like one of my golf shots, though. I call them worm burners.
That's right off the tee right there. That's mine. Well, that one stayed in line way to be like my golf shot. So mine would go into the visiting bleachers. Shotgun formation here. The Eagles on offense, 1st and 10. Davis, the quarterback. He's thrown for a couple of touchdowns. And he's run for one as well. He's going to go a quick screen pass here, complete. Ball on the ground. The ball comes out. It goes out of bounds. And, boy, you want to talk about luck.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to get any luckier than that. Xavier Cuthbertson, who's had quite the night so far, has about a 7-yard pickup on the screen pass, but ball gets knocked out at the end of the play, and he's just fortunate that it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, so the guy that was there helping him, blocking for him, it careened off of him and went right out of bounds.
And we've seen some bizarre stuff tonight. We saw a kick hit a player in the face, it looked like, and bounce off. Never seen anything like that. Davis keeps it, takes the handoff, got some room, and he's got the first down past the 35 or right at the 35-yard line. But boy, he held on to that to the last minute until a defender bit on the running back so that he could clear the space. And he's able to pick up, it's actually 2nd down.
Yeah, he was a little short, a couple of 3 yards.
My apologies. A little glare in this glass is. Davis hands it off. This time, pickup of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. $10:51 to go before halftime. Davis lines up in the shotgun formation, hands it off. Nope, going to keep it himself. Breaks a tackle.
That was the right call.
And, yep, he's going to get to the 44-yard line, and that will be, I promise you, a first down. So the Eagles have definitely moved away from the bad field position and are creeping closer to the midfield stripe. And I think they'd like to eat a little bit of this clock as well.
Offense really seems to be in a pretty good rhythm.
Yeah, so far tonight, offense has been firing on all cylinders. Even able to make up for some self-inflicted wounds with the penalties. Fourth possession of the night so far, and again, as I started the drive, they've been perfect finding the end zone. Davis is going to run it himself this time into Cougar territory, and it's close to the first down. I think they're going to give it to him to the 46-yard line. And, yeah, they're going to give him the first down. So the Eagles now on the southwest side of the 50 and have it first down and 10. It looks like Lee and I think Cuthbertson lined up here to the far side. Davis this time going to hand it off. Nope, Cuthbertson going to run it up the middle. And he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. So another nice run. If you can get 8 yards on first down.
I think any coach would take that.
Yeah, and the yards per carry has been pretty good, I think, all the way around for the Eagles. And most of these guys averaging about 6 or 5 to 6 yards per carry. Dixon in motion. Fake to Dixon. Davis keeps it himself. Davis has the first down and breaking some tackles inside the 35, and he's going to drag him all the way to the 33-yard line. And clock moves, and so do the chains. We'll check on some scores at halftime as well. Try to keep you updated on all the happenings in the conference as well as in the area. And the World Series starts tonight. Hand off. It's Cuthbertson. Now going to try to cut it back up the middle. He was trying to get around the end, and there was nowhere to go, so he tried to cut it back up, turn it back up the middle, and there was nowhere to go there either. So it'll be a loss on the play of a couple of yards, 2nd and 12.
You have to keep watching when he's got the ball, though. You never know when he could just break out.
He is exciting. He's had a pretty good night tonight so far. 21-7, Eagles leading and driving. 2nd down and 12. Davis lines up in a shotgun formation. Takes the handoff, dropping back to throw. Looking to throw deep. He's got a man. He overthrows. His intentional receiver just a few yards overthrown. But boy, he had some space.
He did.
Give you an ACC score update. Virginia Tech leads Cal from Blacksburg 7-0.
That can't be an ACC score, Mark.
That's what they're telling me.
California's on the other coast.
They tell me Cal's in the ACC. I got to go with what they're telling me. Tomorrow on our radio dials, we've got SMU and Wake Forest at noon. And some Charlotte Hornets basketball. I'll tell you a little bit about that throughout the broadcast. Tomorrow night, Hornets season back underway, and they're undefeated so far. Davis looking to throw. He's got a man, and he just missed him. I mean, that was, and he was hit as he was throwing the football, so I don't know how much that may have altered. But, man, that pass just missed. Davis has thrown 2 touchdown passes tonight, and he's run one in.
Eagles have a 4th and 12 here.
Yeah, that looks like they're going to go for it, I think.
I mean, they're on the 35. It seems,
well,
reasonable.
7:04 to go. They are going to go for it. 2 wide receivers on each side of the shotgun set. Tailback lines up beside Davis.
They're trying to steal 5 right here, I think.
Boy, get him to jump off sides would be nice. Person is the tailback. The freshman lined up beside the senior quarterback. Davis this time drops back, looking to throw, has some time. Now that time goes away. He's got to tuck it and run. He's got some space at the 30, at the 20. Davis breaks 1 tackle, turns it back upfield, and dives for the end zone. I think he may be judged short.
He's calling him down.
Oh, my gosh. DJ
he
Davis.
Had his arm stretched out. I would love for replay to be a thing right now.
He was looking to throw the entire way, and eventually the pocket collapsed. He had to tuck it and run, and then made a move at about the 12 inside the 15 that just froze a defender and broke an ankle or two maybe. And
the line gave him time, and for nobody to get a holding call on that's fantastic.
Again, no flags, no holding. It was a great run. It felt like Davis should have been rewarded with the touchdown, but hey, he'll take it 1st and goal. As the 4th down's converted, he's just going to walk into the end zone. Davis, his 4th touchdown of the night. And the senior, who again has been through all of these battles. And we talked to Coach Twitchell before the game. These guys definitely wanted to come out and have a great senior night, and so far they've just gotten off to a great start. 27-7, Snyder on to attempt the extra point. The snap is away, the hold is good, the kick is no good. So 27-7 is our score. We will come back. You're listening to Friday Night Football on 252 Fox Sports Radio.
Stay cozy in winter and cool in summer with a new energy-efficient heating and cooling system. Even better, you could be eligible for up to a $2,000 federal tax credit just for choosing a qualifying heat pump. And the perks don't stop there. You may even be eligible to receive up to $8,000 in rebates towards the installation of qualifying heat pumps. To learn more, call us, your Daikin Comfort Pro, today.
Lilly Enterprises HVAC. HVAC specialists for Craven, Beaufort, Pitt, Lenoir, Carteret, and surrounding Eastern NC.
This information should not be considered tax advice.
This is Friday Night Football.
Eagles on top, 27-7 over the Cougars. Three Rivers Conference showdown here. If you're just tuning in, Eagles are 4 out of 4 tonight in their offensive possessions, and finding the end zone. It has been a big night offensively so far. This return, though, going to get picked up at about the 22 and returned to about the 25, depending on the spot. Maybe the 24, but the Cougars will come out 1st and 10. And again, trailing. So I mentioned tomorrow on 252 Fox Sports, it's Wake Forest and SMU, also an ACC game, Job. Southern Methodist. So. Yeah, that's what they tell me. SMU, too. Taking on the Deacons at noon from Winston-Salem. And then later, we've got the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers at 7:30 p.m.
They should just rename it the All-Country Conference.
The Coast-to-Coast Conference.
Well, they'd have to rebrand if they did that. So.
Yeah, the rebranding. That's expensive. Handoff. And
a good run there.
Right around the end, a nice run by Andre Downey Jr. Came into the game over 500 yards and 6 touchdowns on the season. And if you missed the earlier part, they've got a 1-2 punch, and really it could be a 1-2-3 punch because their quarterback can also run when necessary as well.
They seem to have got their offense kind of settled down a little bit.
After a couple of struggles, they did score on their last possession. First down and 10 here. Handoff. And I think that's Hopkins on the carry up the middle for about 4 yards.
2nd and 6 from the 39-yard line.
Hopkins is listed at 5'9", 190, but it looks like a 210. That's a healthy 190 right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to line up in the slot right now. 2 wide receivers on each side of the Cougar set here. Mayo in the shotgun. Gets the snap, but flags come out before we can get the play going.
The ball started on the Cougars.
It's a nice fall night tonight, as the last 2 Friday nights, Chop. I think we can officially say we're have fall football weather.
Absolutely. And, I came a little more prepared tonight, though.
I did too. I was not prepared last week for the cold, and I am tonight, and they put me indoors. So here is Mayo on the run here, and he's going to get a couple of yards up to they're going to spot him at the 45-yard line. It'll be short of the first down. Bring up a 3rd down and say 5, maybe 6.
Mm-hmm.
But Mayo has 253 yards on the ground and 7 touchdowns. He also has thrown for 800 yards and 9 touchdowns coming into tonight's contest. Junior quarterback who lines up in a shotgun. Hopkins lines up in the tailback position right beside him. Take the handoff to Hopkins. Quick slant pass. Complete. It's Ricky Smith, senior receiver for the Cougars, and he's got the first down close to the midfield stripe. They'll spot him at the 49-yard line, and a nice timing pass by Mayo.
Yeah, West Craven had the blitz dialed up that time and kind of left a little space there in the middle.
Up under center is Mayo. He'll pitch it to Downey, who's got some room around that
got about
right tackle. Yeah, he's going to need about 9 yards. So a great block on that side. They seal off the edge, and he's able to get there, and it's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. You mentioned it. Their offense has found a little bit of, would you say, some energy here.
Yep.
Things seem to be going in the right direction up under center, and they'll do a quarterback run, and he's got the first down. Needed only a yard, and he's going to get about 4. Inside the 40 to the 37-yard line is Mayo.
Another helmet on the field.
The Eagles, 37.
Mayo lines up in a shotgun formation this time. 2 backs line up beside him. He'll hand it off. And 4 yards inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 32-yard line.
And remember, the Eagles are without one of their great defensive weapons, Emmanuel Miller. Going to
Carteret and surrounding Eastern NC. Lilly HVAC.
The goal of Atlantic Logging is to offer each of our customers a professional logging operation and top dollar for their timber. In short, you should have a peace of mind knowing that your timberland is contracted to be harvested with an extraordinary, well-trained, experienced, and dedicated logging company to get the job done in a time-efficient manner with precision and professionalism. Call 252-229-9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
This is Friday Night Football.
So we're back from the commercial break after the timeout and ready to go here. Mayo looking to throw right in
Wow, that was
the heart of the defense, and I think it's complete. It is incomplete.
It was almost picked off. I believe it went off the hands of the intended receiver, which threw it off course to the guy that was trying to intercept it.
All right. So, to reset here, 27-7 our score, 2:31 to go before halftime. West Craven leads Southwest Edgecombe in this Three Rivers Conference game, the penultimate regular season game. Next week will be the last of the regular season. Handoff. And just more chunks of yards as Southwest able to create some space for their running game, and again have been able to do it up the middle.
They have been having some success that way.
They'll line up a tight end and two wide receivers to the far side and hand it off to Downey again, and Downey looks like he's got the first down. He does, and it's spotted at the 11-yard line, so not quite enough for first and goal.
It'll be first and 10 from the
But it
Eagles
will
11.
be first and 10, so the Cougars can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Handoff to Hopkins, and Hopkins just low man wins. He just almost horizontal with the ground the way he runs the football. Just head down and cannonball forward and takes it to the 6-yard line, bring up a second down. This time give it to Downey. Bounce it to the outside and into the end zone. Yep. Touchdown. 27-13, and so Southwest chipping away. Extra point pending. 1:25 to go in our opening half.
They may try for two here.
Long delay before we get the play off, but we finally do, and they are going for two. And up the middle, and this time the Eagles defense will deny the Cougars their two-point conversion.
Yeah, they had sent in number 47 as a huge fullback.
Absolutely.
And the Eagles stood him up.
We'll take a break. Don't go anywhere.
At Bowden Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden and Car Furniture.
This is Friday Night Football.
27-13, a 14-point lead for the Eagles. 1:25 to go before our halftime break. This kick, a squibber, going to be scooped up, and the Eagles try to do a reverse and
that does
a
not work out.
mishandle, and it's going to be a loss on the play. And so the Eagles now going to start at the 20. Looks like right at the 19, maybe. So that was a play that went afoul. Is that a word?
Yeah. A foul is like a chicken.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take that. Three receivers to the near side. One lone receiver on the far sideline. The Eagles line up on the far hash mark. Davis. Oh, the ball comes out. The handoff was just insecure, and the Cougars are going to come up with a turnover here, and it's going to set them up in really good field position here.
So you'd have, the Cougars had to find a way to. They couldn't just keep swapping touchdowns. They weren't going to get nowhere. So their defense came up big that time.
So Eagles now see if their defense can stiffen up here as the Cougars will line up inside the 20, 17-yard line to be exact. Mayo is all by himself and on empty set, and he's looking to throw. Pumps now into the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
Yep.
Touchdown for the Cougars.
6'5" is hard to cover.
Well, he had a step on his defender as well. But there is a flag on the play, and I wonder what the penalty is going to be. We'll see. The officials are having a conversation with, it looks like,
waving
Landon McCarty. They are waving the flag off. So put the points on the board. Touchdown.
Flag is waved off.
So the last time Southwest scored, they went for 2. And I think we're going to get a timeout here.
Timeout on the field.
So let's take a break. We'll come back. Don't go anywhere. It's 27-19 our score on Friday Night Football.
The goal of Atlantic Logging is to offer each of our customers a professional logging operation and top dollar for their timber. In short, you should have a peace of mind knowing that your timberland is contracted to be harvested with an extraordinary, well-trained, experienced, and dedicated logging company to get the job done in a time-efficient manner with precision and professionalism. Call 252-229-9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
This is Friday Night Football.
Here's the extra point attempt. And it's a 2-point attempt. And
27-19 Eagles.
It's no good.
It is no good.
So we'll keep it here. As the score 27-19. If you're just tuning in, the Eagles jumped out to a 21-0 lead before Southwest finally got on the board, and DJ Davis has had a couple of couple of passing touchdowns and a couple of rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, he's been a part of every score. So
it has been a great start, but here lately, one of the factors has been Southwest offense has definitely found some rhythm and have been able to move the football, but the Eagles have also
a couple of mistakes.
And turnover on the last play on the kickoff absolutely set up the Cougars in great position, and they were able to capitalize. And now we are sitting here with an 8-point game, a one-possession game after the Eagles jumped out to the 21-0 lead. Another squib kick, scooped up at about the 27-yard line, and thrown down, not much on the return. Lee. And the Eagle offense comes back out.
It'll be first and 10 for the Eagles, their own 33.
So this game has definitely had its kind of roller coaster back and forth momentum swings.
Yeah, the Eagles just need to settle down, get back into their rhythm, and put more points on the board.
1:02 to go before halftime. Empty set for the Eagles. 5 wide receivers. Davis looking to run, now decides to change his mind, now decides to run. And it's upended at the 40. Yeah, didn't look good. Hopkins was the tackler on that play, and he got low and upended.
I saw feet near helmet.
7-yard gain for Davis.
Tarboro leads Aiden Grifton 14-0. East Carteret leading Jones Senior 14-0. Some score updates before we get to halftime. Eagles looking to run here again, and it will be a first down.
Be first and 10, 47.
And Eagles will move the chain. 26.5 seconds remaining. Clock stops for a little bit, but only until they get the chain set. Now clock moves. Davis dropping back. Pocket collapses, and he's going to get tackled for a sack and a loss. So, Eagles.
That's going to take us to the half.
Yeah, that is going to be our last play of the first half. We will come back, scores from around the area, and more. Don't go anywhere. This is Friday Night Football on 252 Fox Sports Radio, 107.5 FM.
Our experience, dedication to excellence, and project site cooperation set Bryn Glass apart from other glazing contractors. In business since 1989, Bryn Glass strives to provide a professional and pleasurable experience throughout the construction process. We invite you to visit our commercial gallery for an overview of our completed projects. The homeowner is the sole focus of our residential division. Through extensive conversation and planning sessions, we come to understand the look and feel a homeowner's desires. Our mirrors are all cut to fit the area, and we offer several edgework custom options for you. Our shower enclosures are all custom designed and fabricated to fit each application. There are numerous glass and metal surrounds for the shower of your dreams. As a finishing touch, we offer a wide variety of bath accessories. Call 252-637-4996 for Bryn Glass, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
As a Daikin dealer, I have the solutions you need for total home comfort. So if you want the chill of the Rocky Mountain air in your bedroom for summer, you can. Or if you prefer the warmth of the California sun this winter, that's no problem either. And if you simply desire that just right feeling of the New England coast, well, it's home comfort you decide. Daikin, perfecting the air we share.
Lilly Enterprises HVAC. HVAC specialists for Craven, Beaufort, Pitt, Lenoir, Carteret, and surrounding Eastern NC. Lilly HVAC.
Have you had a review of your insurance policies recently? Hi, I'm Jim Robinson with Robinson & Stith Insurance. At Robinson & Stith Insurance, we understand the hard work that goes into securing your assets. Whether it is your home, car, business, or boat, You need insurance to protect your hard work. Robinson and Stith Insurance has been serving Eastern North Carolina's insurance needs since 1905. We believe it is not just the policy that serves you, but also the people. Our no voicemail policy means that whenever you call our office, you will speak to a live person who will be happy to help you. Our dedicated team of professionals is here to help and will be happy to provide no obligation reviews of your insurance coverages. Stop by and see us at 513 Pollock Street. Give us a call at 633-1174, 633-1174. Robinson and Stith Insurance, complete insurance since 1905. We want to earn your business.
Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors in Vanceboro, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics, is building strong foundations for your grading and paving needs. Grading services are designed to provide a stable and level foundation for your construction projects, enhancing drainage, preventing erosion, and preparing your land for successful development. Jimmy L. Morris and Sons offers paving services that combine durability, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Call 252-670-6749, and let's lay the groundwork for success together.
At Bowden & Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden & Car Furniture.
The goal of Atlantic Logging is to offer each of our customers a professional logging operation and top dollar for their timber. In short, you should have a peace of mind knowing that your timberland is contracted to be harvested with an extraordinary, well-trained, experienced, and dedicated logging company to get the job done in a time-efficient manner with precision and professionalism. Call 252-229-9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
This is Antoine Pittman, head men's basketball coach of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven Sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio, 107.5 FM.
Friday Night Football on 252 Radio is brought to you by all these great sponsors. Robinson and Stith Insurance, Bowden and Car Furniture, Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors, Atlantic Logging, Lilly Enterprises HVAC, and Bryn Glass.
Our halftime score from Georgia Stadium, 27-19. West Craven on top of Southwest Edgecombe. I'm Mark Penatelian alongside me, Chop Doughty, and what an incredible first half we had, Chop. First off, 4 touchdowns by DJ Davis, 2 in the air, 2 on the ground. Yeah. The Eagles got off to that 21-0 start, but Southwest Edgecombe able to find some momentum and a couple of mistakes, and all of a sudden we've got ourselves a ball game, which, again, at the beginning, looked like West Craven was going to roll down Easy Street, but I think they found themselves down an alleyway and in for a fight here in the second half.
That's exactly what I was going to say, is that it just seemed like it was coming too easy, and now all of a sudden they're in a fight.
Well, I have some score updates. Again, there's a lot of action going on as you hear the West Craven band, also part of the senior night festivities, and a lot of seniors on that band graduating as well. But I mentioned some of the games going on in our area tonight, and here's some updates I have for you on some of the games. All right, we'll start in the don't have any update from from Eastern Wayne or Washington, and of course that's a big one. That West Craven's going to play Eastern Wayne next week. North Lenoir and North Johnston, though. North Johnston 32-6 over the Hawks of North Lenoir. So the Panthers on top there. Now in the Coastal Conference, some score updates from there. Northside Jacksonville, who leads that conference, leads Swansboro 14-7. Croatan leads West Carteret 28-7. And the other game there, Richlands leading Dixon 14-12. In the Big Carolina Conference tonight, New Bern is trailing J.H. Rose. The Rampants lead the Bears 27-21. And the showdown between the top two teams in that conference, D.H. Conley has given Jacksonville a game as the Cardinals lead the Vikings 21-17. And speaking of Vikings, the other Vikings in that conference, White Oak trails South Central 27-14 as that game is approaching halftime as well. So there's some updates. Hear the score again, 27-19. We'll take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. More Friday Night Football here on 252 Fox Sports Radio.
At Bowden & Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden & Car Furniture.
Have you had a review of your insurance policies recently? Hi, I'm Jim Robinson with Robinson & Stith Insurance. At Robinson & Stith Insurance, we understand the hard work that goes into securing your assets. Whether it is your home, car, business, or boat, you need insurance to protect your hard work. Robinson & Stith Insurance has been serving Eastern North Carolina's insurance needs since 1905. We believe it is not just the policy that serves you, but also the people. Our no voicemail policy means that whenever you call our office, you will speak to a live person who will be happy to help you. Our dedicated team of professionals is here to help and will be happy to provide no obligation reviews of your insurance coverages. Stop by and see us at 513 Pollock Street. Give us a call at 633-1174, 633-1174. Robinson & Stith Insurance, complete insurance since 1905. We want to earn your business.
The goal of Atlantic Logging is to offer each of our customers a professional logging operation and top dollar for their timber. In short, you should have a peace of mind knowing that your timberland is contracted to be harvested with an extraordinary, well-trained, experienced, and dedicated logging company to get the job done in a time-efficient manner with precision and professionalism. Call 252-229-9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
Our experience, dedication to excellence, and project site cooperation set Bryn Glass apart from other glazing contractors. In business since 1989, Bryn Glass strives to provide a professional and pleasurable experience throughout the construction process. We invite you to visit our commercial gallery for an overview of our completed projects. The homeowner is the sole focus of our residential division. Through extensive conversation and planning sessions, we come to understand the look and feel a homeowner's desires. Our mirrors are all cut to fit the area, and we offer several edgework custom options for you. Our shower enclosures are all custom designed and fabricated to fit each application. There are numerous glass and metal surrounds for the shower of your dreams. As a finishing touch, we offer a wide variety of bath accessories. Call 252-637-4996 for Bryn Glass, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors in Vanceboro, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics, is building strong foundations for your grading and paving needs. Grading services are designed to provide a stable and level foundation for your construction projects, enhancing drainage, preventing erosion, and preparing your land for successful development. Jimmy L. Morris and Sons offers paving services that combine durability, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Call 252-670-6749, and let's lay the groundwork for success together.
Stay cozy in winter and cool in summer with a new energy-efficient heating and cooling system. Even better, you could be eligible for up to a $2,000 federal tax credit just for choosing a qualifying heat pump. And the perks don't stop there. You may even be eligible to receive up to $8,000 in rebates towards the installation of qualifying heat pumps. To learn more, call us, your Daikin Comfort Pro, today.
Lilly Enterprises HVAC. HVAC specialists for Craven, Beaufort, Pitt, Lenoir, Carteret, and surrounding Eastern NC.
This information should not be considered tax advice.
This is Daniel Martin, head volleyball coach of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio, 107.5 FM.
This is Friday Night Football.
27-19 is our score. West Craven leading Southwest Edgecombe at halftime from Jordan Stadium in Vanceboro. So,
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting it to be this tight at the half.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we just did our recap of the first half. But again, it looked as if West Craven was going to jump out and did jump out to a 21-0 lead, and everything was going all Eagles all the time. But Southwest came in and again has established the run. I was talking about that in the pregame with Coach Twitchell, that the head coach here, Carter Varnell for Southwest, again, wants to run the football. He's got a great 1-2 punch with Hopkins and Downey, and he's been able to finally get that going. And you add that to a couple of West Craven's mistakes, and that's where the 21-point lead has now shrunk to 8 before we start the second half. So we did update some scores, and we'll update you again as soon as we can. Another score that I didn't mention was that Kinston leading Wilson Beddingfield 14-8. So Coach Gieselman over there doing well. And let's see, I think I got one other score. Yeah, East Carteret leading Jones Senior. The Trojans still looking for their maiden victory of the season in that Coastal Plains Conference. So have reached out to my constituents to try to update me on the Eastern Wayne Washington score, as we don't have one available on Max Preps. And again, most of, if not all of these scores I've given you so far are from Max Preps, so take it with a grain of salt.
We've seen them be wrong before.
They have been wrong a couple times, but that sometimes accuracy has been okay. So we will definitely write it out. I did want to promote as well tomorrow. We got a doubleheader on opposite ends of the day, but at noon tomorrow, college football, ACC football, SMU going to take on Wake Forest and Winston-Salem. And then at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night, the Charlotte Hornets are going to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. On Sunday, so we take a break from international early morning football. So we don't have any of that. And the Commanders play on Monday, so you can catch Commanders and Chiefs on Monday. But we still have Sunday night football coming up for you. Pregame will start at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday night. Packers and Steelers, as Aaron Rodgers will host his former team, the Green Bay Packers. So maybe a little on the line there for Sunday night football. You're home for Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night football, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl. It's 252 Fox Sports Radio. Here we've got about just seconds before we start another clock to get the second half going. So we'll do this. We'll take one quick break, and on the other side of that, we'll put 12 minutes on the clock, and we'll start the second half right here on Friday Night Football on 252 Fox Sports Radio.
Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors in Vanceboro, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics, is building strong foundations for your grading and paving needs. Grading services are designed to provide a stable and level foundation for your construction projects, enhancing drainage, preventing erosion, and preparing your land for successful development. Jimmy L. Morris and Sons offers paving services that combine durability, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Call 252-670-6749, and let's lay the groundwork for success together.
At Bowden & Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden & Car Furniture.
The goal of Atlantic Logging is to offer each of our customers a professional logging operation and top dollar for their timber. In short, you should have a peace of mind knowing that your timberland is contracted to be harvested with an extraordinary, well-trained, experienced, and dedicated logging company to get the job done in a time-efficient manner with precision and professionalism. Call 252-229-9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
Our Our experience, dedication to excellence, and project site cooperation set Bryn Glass apart from other glazing contractors. In business since 1989, Bryn Glass strives to provide a professional and pleasurable experience throughout the construction process. We invite you to visit our commercial gallery for an overview of our completed projects. The homeowner is the sole focus of our residential division. Through extensive conversation and planning sessions, we come to understand the look and feel a homeowner's desires. Our mirrors are all cut to fit the area, and we offer several edgework custom options for you. Our shower enclosures are all custom designed and fabricated to fit each application. There are numerous glass and metal surrounds for the shower of your dreams. As a finishing touch, we offer a wide variety of bath accessories. Call 252-637-4996 for Bryn Glass, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
Have you had a review of your insurance policies recently? Hi, I'm Jim Robinson with Robinson & Stith Insurance. At Robinson & Stith Insurance, we understand the hard work that goes into securing your assets. Whether it is your home, car, business, or boat, you need insurance to protect your hard work. Robinson & Stith Insurance has been serving Eastern North Carolina's insurance needs since 1905. We believe it is not just the policy that serves you, but also the people. Our no voicemail policy means that whenever you call our office, you will speak to a live person who will be happy to help you. Our dedicated team of professionals is here to help and will be happy to provide no obligation reviews of your insurance coverages. Stop by and see us at 513 Pollock Street. Give us a call at 633-1174, 633-1174. Robinson & Stith Insurance, complete insurance since 1905. We want to earn your business.
This is David Fernandez, Athletic Director of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven Sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio, 107.5 FM.
This is Friday Night Football.
Who's ready for second half action tonight on Friday Night Football? It's week 10. And we've got 24 minutes. The Eagles lead 27-19 over the Cougars. And West Craven set to receive the second half kickoff. Carrillo, the kicker, junior for the Cougars. If you're just tuning in, Cougars will be moving from right to left on your radio dials or web browsers. Eagles set to receive. And another squib kick. And picked up, and the Eagles will try the handoff again, and this time nowhere to go, but no turnover. I think you'll take that over.
Eagles take possession.
And it went a positive direction.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's for sure. Last time they tried that, it wound up on the turf, and the Cougars jumped on it. And right now it's an 8-point game, a one-possession game. Davis, the senior quarterback, part of a 16 seniors, a part of this group. Eagles, white pants, blue jerseys, red numerals, white trim. The white helmets with the Eagle logo on the side. Cougars are in white pants and white jerseys. The dark blue numerals with the light blue trim. Man in motion for the Eagles. Handoff to Person trying to bounce it around the left tackle. And he's got a nice pickup on first down. Going to pick up close to 5 yards on his initial carry of the second half.
Gain of 4 for the Eagles. Will be 2nd and 6 from the 35.
Job, did everybody try to go down, get some hot cocoa at the concession stands?
There was a mass exodus headed toward the concession stand at halftime.
I think I'm noticing that in the crowd. 2nd down and 5 here. We'll say 2nd and 6. 11:44 to go. Low snap and flags. And I wonder what
somebody jumped maybe.
Is this a false start or an illegal formation. I was wondering. It is a false start.
So back to the original starting point.
Well, actually, it's a yard lost. So second and 11. And there's an Eagle player. He's tying his shoe. Okay. That's the same pose I make when I'm
done.
Same formation. Davis drops back. Quick throw. He's got a man complete.
Wow.
Inside Cougar territory. A nice catch and great route run by Antoine Jones.
Some good yak there, too.
He was able to find a great spot in the zone. Davis saw him, hit him with a great pass in stride, and he's able to take it inside the Cougar 45 to about the 42. Move the sticks, and the Eagles have it 1st and 10. Man in motion. Fake the handoff. Nope, we will give it to Cuthbertson. Cuthbertson getting around the end. He's got some room inside the 30, still on his feet, and finally tackled at the 28-yard line. But it'll be plenty enough for an Eagle first down. An Eagle first down.
10 to the 28. Correction, 29.
I said 28. I think I messed up the PA guy. It's at the 29-yard line.
Y'all just can't seem to agree.
11:04, clock moving. The important thing is the Eagles have a first down if we're looking at it from that perspective. Person in motion. Give it to him. He's got some space. Trying to get around the end, and he's going to pick up 5. And we'll say he got 6. They're going to give him a nice spot. Yeah. So it looked like he had 5 yards. We'll get 6 yards. So a second down and 4 for a person who's emerged in the last few games. Definitely over 200 yards rushing now on the season. The freshman. Eagles now getting a little bit closer. Clock at 10:45. Davis going to keep it himself. Turns on the afterburners. Breaking tackles into the end zone. That was a run and a half. What a job.
That was a great use of his blockers, too. He had a couple of guys in front of him, and he just put them where he needed them.
So
that was good to see West Craven coming out of the half and showing that urgency that they needed to get, back into the rhythm and put some points on the board.
Yeah, I got to say, whatever Davis saw, he pulled the ball and he took off. And he hit the gap really hard. And, again, great job of reading and reacting. But, man,
they had fooled that DN on the last 3 times they had run that play. That he had gone after Davis, and he had handed the ball off. And that time it looked like he took off before the handoff was even supposed to happen.
So the Eagles are going for 2. So it is officially not a penalty. I was kind of waiting to see if what was going on, but it is a touchdown. 33-19 our score, and now the extra point attempt.
They changed their mind, yeah.
Snyder, yeah. Looked as if maybe the Eagles were going to go for 2, but they'll go for the 1-pointer, and it is good.
You got a good one.
34-19 the score. The Eagles take the opening possession of the second half and march right towards the end zone. We'll come back. Don't you go anywhere. There's more Friday Night Football on the other side.
Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors in Vanceboro, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics, is building strong foundations for your grading and paving needs. Grading services are designed to provide a stable and level foundation for your construction projects, enhancing drainage, preventing erosion, and preparing your land for successful development. Jimmy L. Morris and Sons offers paving services that combine durability, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Call 252-670-6749 and let's lay the groundwork for success together.
This is David Fernandez, Athletic Director of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven Sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio, 107.5 FM.
This is Friday Night Football.
Eagles 34, Cougars 19. Southwest now set to return. And it's Daniels who takes the kickoff to about the 34-yard line, and that's where the Cougars will come back out on offense. And if you're just tuning in, the Cougars were able to overcome a 21-point first half deficit, get the running game going, capitalize on a couple of Eagle mistakes, and they really, as I mentioned, this running game has been able to take some chunks out of the Eagle defense, and they're going to try to continue that success here in the second half.
Well, we're about to see if they've made some adjustments during halftime and see how this running game goes.
Hopkins lines up right beside Downey. And short gain here. Hopkins, the ball carrier. Downey, not Dowry. Second and 8. It's Andre Downey Jr. He's a junior, 5'8", 160. And I mentioned if you listened earlier, between the two of them, 1,000 yards coming into the game. And they've added a little bit more to the tally tonight. Second down and 8. Mayo, the quarterback.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. That was a
bad handoff there.
Bad handoff for sure, yeah. I don't know exactly what the Cougars had in mind there, but the Eagles pounce on the turnover and set their offense up at the 35-yard line. So Davis comes back out. 3 rushing touchdowns tonight for Davis to push his total to 18 rushing touchdowns on the season. He also has thrown a couple of touchdown passes, so 14 on the year. And a shotgun. Davis gets the snap, going to run it right up the middle with purpose and still on his feet. And they're going to have to blow the play dead as his momentum had ceased, but not before picking up another Eagle first down close to the 20-yard line to about the 22. Davis now running with some vigor.
For the Eagles, it'll be first and 10 from the 22.
A little anger, I would say.
No, it's, we've seen it this season already. He will put this team on his shoulders and be that senior leader.
He definitely has done that a couple times for sure this year, and lines up in a shotgun formation. They'll put Cuthbertson in motion. Davis going to run it past the 20-yard line, inside the 20-yard line, close to the 15. We'll say it gets to the 17-yard line. So Davis picking up more yards.
It's almost like he has seen something on that line that he likes.
Be second and 5 for the Eagles from the 17.
And they're 8:48 to go. 2 wide receivers on each side of the formation for the Eagles. Hand off to Dixon. Dixon inside the 15, and the Cougars are saying the ball came out. And the officials agree, and they say the Cougars have come up with it. So a turnover after a turnover. as the Eagles had it inside their red zone and were knocking on the door. Cougars come up with a big defensive stop here. Southwest and West Craven, the last 2 years, if you have missed this, it has been an intense conference game the last 2 years. Last year, a 22-21 game. And the year before, a 31-28 contest. So Southwest is trying to continue the tradition of dogfights between these two schools. Downey trying to get around the end.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get a hold on that one.
And yet, flags are out, I believe. Yep. Flag sitting right at about the 7-yard line. And if it is a holding play, I believe this will be half a distance to the goal line. It depends on the spot. But inside the 20 typically means that the ball's going to get spotted probably, depending on, again, where it was, it could be just inside the 5. But I'm going to say a 3. See if I'm right, Chuck.
I would call that the 3.
Okay. So that's where the Cougars will set up with their backs against the goal line. And boy, you wish Emmanuel Miller was in there right now, right? Let's see if Seamster or some of the other defensive linemen have been able to put pressure, but I think they're going to empty the backfield here, will the Cougars, and drop back to throw. Pressure is on. Just gets it off, and he overthrows the intended receiver. But the pressure was on the quarterback there. So he had a little bit of time to throw, but someone was able to break free and I think get Mayo to throw that ball a little sooner than he wanted to.
Yeah, and again, the receiver had a couple of steps on the coverage, so he was open.
Second down.
Which, I mean, that guy's only got to take 2 steps for their 4, so.
So, and remember the holding penalty, they've got to get to the 24-yard line to get the first down. Rolling out into the end zone, Mayo, and he's going to throw it. It is complete. Davis with the reception close to the 20-yard line. So they'll get a lot of those yards that they needed on that second down play and brings up a 3rd and about 5. Ball at about the 19-yard line, 3rd and 5. And you got to think if the Eagles can force a stop here, this would probably bring out the punt team. You don't want to go for it this deep. Cougars facing the 3rd down here. Mayo drops back, and he's going to run with it. And he's hit, and he's short. Gets just past the line of scrimmage, maybe to the 20-yard line, but he needed to get to the 24, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So the Eagles defense stiffens up, and the penalty helped for sure. But this is one of those 4th down and 4 here, one of those plays where if you're the Eagles, I'm listening to the coaches down on the other end of the press box, and don't jump off sides is the big mantra. So 6:22 to go. 34-19 our score. Clock is moving. Southwest needed to get a player on late, and they're going to call a timeout. So a timeout, we're going to keep it here. We've try to take a minute to maybe update you on some of the scores from around the area in high school football right now. As here our score, as I mentioned already, 34-19, and New Bern has come back now and leads J.H. Rose 28-27. A 1-point game at Caruso Coach Stadium there for the Bears, leading the Rampants in that old rivalry. Tarboro is shutting out Aiden Grifton 28-0. Richlands leads Dixon 28-20. South Central leading White Oak 27-22. East Duplin over Pender 38-12. North Lenoir trailing North Johnston 40-12. Wallace Rose Hill is all over Rosewood. That game's pretty much over, 52-0. Kinston all over Bedingfield tonight, 47-8. Croatan leading West Carteret 35-13. Northside Jacksonville 14-7 over Swansboro. And that's all we got. Still no score update from Eastern Wayne or Washington.
Yeah, I tried some other outlets and couldn't get anything on that one.
So I'll keep my eyes out as soon as we get a score update. Remember, Havelock is off tonight for everybody curious about what the Rams are doing. Well, they're getting ready for Northside Jacksonville next week.
And they are going for it.
They are going to go for it on 4th down. Downey gets the pitch, and he's upended.
What a great tackle.
A great defensive stop. It'll be a loss on the play, and the Eagles defense comes up huge on the failed 4th down attempt. And
that was just man-on-man out there. You make the tackle, your ball, you miss it, he gets the 1st down.
Well, it's a two-pronged benefit because not only do you stop them on 4th down and get the turnover on downs, but you know the 3 rules of real estate, right?
Yeah.
Location, location, and location. And that is where the Eagles set up in a very good location inside the 20-yard line. Handoff and a short gain. This is almost, again, where they lost the ball on a turnover as they were driving down off of a Southwest turnover. And we do know sometimes what turnovers breed turnovers. It's cold out there. It's starting to get a little colder. Maybe ball a little wet with the dew, and yeah, that can get a little tricky. And we've had a couple of turnovers here tonight. 5:28, clock moving, 2nd down and 8. Eagles Davis gets the snap. Nowhere to throw. Now rolls out and throws, and it's incomplete. Trying to jump in front of that pass was Nadarian Daniels, and it looked like he almost came up with it, but either way, it's incomplete to bring up a 3rd down and 8. We also know that this is probably within Snyder range, would you think? He said
I saw him practicing at half, and he was hitting them from out here at the 20,
So again, a lot of options here, but I think it's 4-down territory. I think the Eagles will probably go for it if they don't make it here. Davis lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side. Takes the handoff. Quick throw. Oh,
that was there.
Missed his man, and I think, just about a yard ahead of his receiver. I think the receiver was a little upset with himself as well, but I think we're going to get a Snyder field goal attempt here.
Let's make it happen. This will make it a 3-score game. This makes the most sense to me.
So Napoli's the hold man. Snyder's the kicker. And we'll see. The Eagles going to line up here for a 34-yard field goal attempt. And I think there might have been an offsides. And does this change the offensive philosophy for the Eagles? Do they go for it here? They'll get 5 yards, which would make it about a 4th and 3.
I would still go for the field goal.
4th and 3 for
3-score game.
Oh, yeah.
I would definitely take that.
But the field goal team comes off, and the offense comes back out on the field. Person lines is one of the personnel. Looks like he's going to be in with Sumner. Sumner looks like he's going to line up in that tight bunch of receivers formation. Davis gets the snap, going to run it himself. Spins and dives forward. He's got the first down. Davis, what a run by the senior.
He almost got in the end zone. I mean, it's very close.
He's just having a game tonight.
He is.
4:57 and counting to go in our third quarter.
So I guess they didn't have to take the 3. Whatever.
That's why we're up here doing this.
Yeah.
Clock moving, and so are the Eagles. First and goal. Ball at just inside the 5-yard line. Davis puts a man in motion, and he's going to run it himself. Spins back inside and closer, but he'll be just short, about maybe a yard short, although I don't know what happened there at the end of the play. Did the ball come out?
I didn't see any indication of that.
Or was that just bodies rolling everywhere?
I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of extra curriculum in the end zone, but I mean, just, hard blocking.
Second down and goal from the 2. And the Eagles going to do a big formation, and there's a flag on the play.
That's probably assist.
No, it's a false start.
Okay.
Now, again, last week, in high school, you can't assist the ball carrier, but no assist on that play. Just some motion before they could get the play off. And now this will move it back 5 yards to make it 2nd and 7. Clock moving, 3:42. We're about 8:52 p.m. Eastern time. And I do have an update on the Eastern Wayne game, and I'll give it to you in a little bit. A tackle right up at the head and no flag. It'll be
That did look a little horse collar-y.
But no call.
Yeah.
And short, so brings up a 3rd down and goal from the 7.
3rd and goal for the Eagles from the 7.
I don't think the people are coming back from the hot cocoa shop. I think we got a lot of cold people.
Yeah. Maybe they were just here for the band.
2:46 to go. They're missing a game.
They are missing a game.
Empty set for Davis. Man in motion. Davis is going to run it himself on 3rd down. Trying to get around the end, and he just can't do it. Gets to maybe the 6.
Yeah, I would expect the field goal here.
And Southwest just stiffened up and are able to
3-point attempt for the Eagles.
force. Actually, Davis stepped out of the 10, so it was going to be a loss on the play. I believe this will make this about a 29-yard field goal attempt, as I think the Napoli's going to set up at about the 19. Snyder. Clock at 2:32. The snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is good.
Yes, sir.
Snyder
nice,
with
Snyder.
a 29-yard field goal. And that makes it 37-19. Eagles lead it. We'll come back. Don't you go anywhere.
At Bowden Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden and Car Furniture.
This is Daniel Martin, head volleyball coach of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven Sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio, 107.5 FM.
This is Friday Night Football.
Back for the kickoff that is going to be scooped up at about the 24-yard line. I think that was Bridgers, maybe. Trying to see who had the return there. Either way, the Cougars will get it to the 36-yard line, and they'll bring their offense out now trailing 37-19. I'm Mark Penicilli alongside me, Chop Doughty. Score update from Eastern Wayne and Washington. The Warriors leading the Pan Pac 43-0.
Oh, wow.
At the end of the third quarter. So it looks like the Warriors will have one loss in the conference and sets up next week's game for the Eagles. But Eagles still have a lot of football left to play here. Hopkins going to pick up close to 9 yards. Yeah. Good gracious. I think he may have the first down.
They are moving the sticks.
Hopkins,
the first down, first and 10.
A good run there.
46-yard line.
Yeah, I thought that play was over 5 yards back. He just kept pushing.
The yards after contact have been pretty significant for the running game. Handoff. Hopkins again. He pushed it close to the midfield stripe. We'll say he stopped at the 49, just shy of the 50. Bring up second down and 7.
Second down and 7 from their own 49.
The students have wreaked havoc with our crowd cam over there.
Yeah, I think it's pointing up to the stars now.
It is literally pointing towards heaven. That's okay, because we have you on camera. We'll find you. No, I'm just joking. Handoff, or no, fake the handoff. Mayo dropping back, looking to throw, and he's got a receiver in a
good coverage.
Off the fingertips. Coverage. And boy, I'll tell you, that's one he's going to haunt Bridgers. He'll see that in his sleep tonight. The ball just bouncing off his hands. Brings up a 3rd and 7. Game of inches, Chop.
It is. I'm going to have to go back and look at that to see if the defender actually got his hand in there and disrupted that play.
A week before Halloween. And a whistle before we get to play off.
Somebody jump.
So next week is a Halloween Friday.
It is.
And
last game of the season.
My broadcast partner, though, tomorrow morning, let me tell everybody this. We'll be hopping on a plane and heading to Africa.
I got to take a little trip.
Take a little trip. Now, hopefully he'll be back in time for the Halloween festivities.
The plan is to be back. Please let the plan stand.
What technology, to be in Africa and back in a week. Yeah, this will be a 3rd and long now. 3rd and we'll say 13. We'll say 3rd and 12, long 12. Pocket collapses, pressure is on him, and the Eagles have a sack. They'll drop him at the Well, they'll mark his forward progress at the 47. He was dropped at the 45, but they'll say he made it, to the 42.
Yeah, they just seemed determined on that one. That was the best pass rush they've had tonight.
That was the best pressure they put on Mayo all night tonight.
And contained him, at the same time so they could get him down.
And you go back to the play before where, again, Bridgers just misses the ball with an opportunity to put the Cougars in the red zone. And now they're
I would
facing
make sure to keep an eye on him on this play, too.
Absolutely. 4th and 14, and they are going for it, are the Cougars. Dropping back. Pressure is on. Quick pass, and it is, they're going to say it's complete or incomplete.
Oh, incomplete.
It wouldn't matter if it was complete because
it would have been about for it. He was already down. So.
Yeah, he was 11 yards shy of the first down marker, but the Eagles will take over on offense, leading 37-19.
Looks like we're switching quarters, too.
And that is the end of the third quarter. Don't you go anywhere because we've got more Friday Night Football on the other side. 12 more minutes to go in regulation.
At Bowden & Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden & Car Furniture.
Friday Night Football on 252 Radio is brought to you by all these great sponsors. Robinson and Stith Insurance, Bowden and Car Furniture, Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors, Atlantic Logging, Lilly Enterprises HVAC, and Bryn Glass.
Final quarter, West Craven on offense now, and a handoff.
Good hard running up the middle.
Davis has had a heck of a game. The senior quarterback, DJ Davis. He has just been running with like a man on a mission tonight. And for the Eagles, able to extend that lead, 10 points in that third quarter. Davis going to keep it himself, spins, still on his feet, has the first down, and then some. Breaking tackles inside the 20, inside the 10, and brought down just at the 6-yard line. We'll say maybe the 7, but Davis, my goodness, it has been a night for DJ Davis, the senior.
It looked like he was trying to stay in bounds, too, but the defenders pushed him out. Just showing, he's got good football intelligence, knowing what he should have done.
Yeah, he's, again, great vision running the football tonight. He's been able to find the spaces and spin and contort his body into the tiny places it needs to be with speed and force. And Eagles have it 1st and 10 here. And stutter step by the running back, who's going to get inside the 5-yard line to the 4.
Yeah, I think a score here would just about wrap this one up. It would be a miracle for them to come back from this deficit, I would think.
The 5-yard line.
I actually say it's the 5-yard line.
8-5-0.
Nobody ever wants to win this 50-50 raffle, do they?
I mean, I'll take it.
I call dibs. So the Eagles have a 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Senior night. Davis going to run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Just follow the blocker.
It's been a DJ Davis kind of night. 43, 19, the score. And I'm trying to do the math here. Is that his 4th rushing touchdown tonight?
That sounds right, yeah.
He's thrown for a couple. He's rushed for 4. Matching his jersey number.
Oh.
And the extra point is good.
He took senior night serious.
I would say so. The man wearing number 6, the senior wearing number 6, has 6 touchdowns tonight, and the Eagles have a 44-19 lead. Don't go anywhere. We got more football on the other side of the ring.
The goal of Atlantic Logging is to offer each of our customers a professional logging operation and top dollar for their timber. In short, you should have a peace of mind knowing that your timberland is contracted to be harvested with an extraordinary, well-trained, experienced, and dedicated logging company to get the job done in a time-efficient manner with precision and professionalism. Call 252-229-9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
This is Friday Night Football.
Senior night from Jordan Stadium. Snyder set the kick. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, no, the John Casey special.
Let's not bring that up.
I found out that my friend Chop still has some John Casey feelings.
I'm telling you.
That was almost 20, was it not? Over 20 years ago?
I don't know.
So Snyder's kick does go out of bounds, and the penalty will set the Cougars up at the 35-yard line.
On their own 35-yard line.
4th quarter here. And the Eagles will be traveling to Goldsboro next week to take on the Eastern Wayne Warriors. And right now it appears that will be a conference championship
we're setting it up right now.
There is still the slight matter, though, of 10 minutes, which is a lot of time in the 4th quarter. 2 timeouts remaining for the Cougars. The Eagles, I believe, have all 3 of their timeouts. I don't know that they'd want to use them at this point. Currently up by 25 points. And we have a long delay as it appears the officials, I'm trying to see who's having a conversation with who. It looks like the main referee is having a conversation with some of the Southwest players. And again, could be equipment thing, could be them saying, it could be sometimes ref will tell you, don't do this, don't keep doing that, I'm going to call a penalty. I don't know. I wasn't on the field, but I think we're ready to go now. Empty set for Mayo. Drops back.
He's going deep.
He's going to go deep, and there's contact between the defensive back and the receiver, and there goes the flag. Darian Daniels was the intended receiver. There were 3 Eagles, and I think they're going to call Knight on this.
Yeah, I think somebody had hold of his arm when he went for the ball. He only was able to get one up.
So 15-yard penalty, and we'll move the chains. Again, it's not an automatic first down, and it's not a spot foul for people that, again, you're used to watching maybe the NFL or you're.
I'm still on my stump about that. Even though that was not West Craven's advantage.
It moves the ball to midfield. First down and 10. Mayo. Pressure. He's going to have to roll out and throw. He's got a man. And
I believe that's a catch.
It is a catch. They say right on the sideline, and that'll be inside the 30-yard line. Ricky Smith.
First and 10 for the Cougars.
who is listed at 6 feet tall.
The Eagles 27.
Yeah. So the Cougars now, with the clock just set to go under 10 minutes here, having a drive. Mayo pumps. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run. Has the first down and steps out of bounds inside the 20, and we'll see where they spot it. I think it's going to be spotted at about the 12-yard line.
The 12-yard line.
So Mayo able to make something out of nothing. After the play breaks down, he tucks it, and as I mentioned, he's sneakily the third head of the three-headed rushing attack there. Oh, quick screen pass. It's incomplete. Bounces off the intended, who I don't even think was looking for it, Daniels. Or maybe he was trying to run before he secured the football, which often happens too. So 9:48 to go. Clock stops with the incomplete pass. Mayo, the quarterback. Hopkins lines up at the tailback position. He's pretended or made like he was going to line up in an H-back, but he goes back and lines back up beside the quarterback, and now Mayo. Pressure, tackle, sack. And this is going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
On the sack by the Eagles.
Nice job by the Eagle defense. Their second sack of the night. They'll look to make a substitution here. 9:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mayo gets the snap, looking to throw into the end zone, and incomplete.
Incomplete by the Cougars, brings up 4th down.
The LA Dodgers, by the way, leading the World Series 2-0. That game is in the top of the 3rd inning, being played in Toronto.
Well, we get a timeout?
I think so. We do have a timeout. We're going to keep it here, which gives me an opportunity to maybe look at some scores and to give you an update because the Eastern Wayne Washington game has now gone final. The Warriors defeat the Pan Pac 49-6. So Eastern Wayne will now slide into a position. They're 4-1 in the conference. One conference game remaining, and that is at home next week against the West Craven Eagles. West Craven currently 4-0 and are looking to try to improve that. Southwest, though, trying to stage a miraculous comeback. So here again, scores 37-19. Here, let me give you some quick scores. We'll start with J.H. Rose leading New Bern, by the way, 34-28. That game is in the fourth quarter, so the Rampants with a slight edge over the Bears right now. And South Central leading White Oak 35-22 as well. 48-14 North Johnston over North Lenoir. 4th down, Mayo with an empty set. Cougars need to get rid of it. Mayo's going to pitch it back, and now they're going to lose the football. The Eagles are trying to fall on top of it. I think it's going to be Dennison who finally is going to pick it up, but it is going to be a turnover on downs.
After the fumble, it'll be 1st and 10, Eagles.
So to try to explain it looked as if, again, Mayo's going to be tackled for a loss. He tries to pitch it back to one of his players that was standing in the backfield, which looks like Quay Darden, who plays a little tight end, and Darden couldn't quite get his hands on it, and Cuthbertson tried to scoop it up and run with it. Couldn't get his hands on it, and it ended up being Dennison who fell on it, and we have an injured Eagle, I think, right now on the field. So we'll take a minute and see if we need to take a timeout, or while we're doing this, let me update you. Jacksonville is pulled away from D.H. Conley. That's a game for first place in the Big Carolina Conference with Conley's win over New Bern last week. Jacksonville, though, looks in control now, 34-17. Northside Pinetown, or Northside Bellhaven, I don't know what we really want to call it, but Northside leads Southside 35-0, because there's another Northside, and that's in Jacksonville. And they are also in first place in their conference as well, the Coastal Conference. And I was looking for an update there. By the way, Richlands leading Dixon 41-20 as that game's getting closer to the end. Tarboro and Aden Grifton is a final, with the Vikings beating the Chargers 41-0. East Duplin and Pender is a final, with East Duplin winning 38-18. And we'll get back to action here. West Craven back on offense, and a big run here on first down, a pickup of maybe 7 yards, up close to about the 43-yard line.
7 for the Eagles. It'll be 2nd and 7.
8:38 to go.
I think that's their final timeout.
Number 8. Be 2nd and 2.
There's still a lot of clock left, but
yeah.
But again, it's a very wide margin right now, 25-point deficit. So that's 4 possessions.
It is.
And you start to run out of time, especially with no timeouts. The Eagles
are going to keep this on the ground, I would assume.
I would think so. Yeah. Run the football, try to eat up
Kill
some clock.
Yep.
We have another lengthy pause here. And I think we're ready to go. Davis. Handoff to Person breaking the tackle, now trying to reverse his field. Got to watch out for a hold here, and he's lost a lot of yards. He's going to end up stepping out of bounds. It'll be a loss on the play. Person, again, stepping out of bounds, not, again, for a freshman. It's a learning moment right there. Again, you're trying to run down the clock, and the last thing you want to do is step out of bounds.
From the 31.
That'll probably be addressed.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think it was already addressed. If you picked it up on the mic, you got some live reaction. And,
I did hear a little something.
You can rewind it. We will as well post a link on our Facebook page, Friday Night Football, for our YouTube. So you can watch it anytime there. A run here by Cuthbertson, I believe. Going to get past the original line of scrimmage and up to about the 37-yard line.
4th and 8, maybe?
Yep. And the punt team going to come out. Not seeing very much of this unit tonight. So the Eagles really goes back to that busted play early where Person ran out of real estate and tried to make something out of nothing. And again,
young guy trying to make a play.
Right.
Yeah.
On senior night, a freshman has a little bit of a freshman moment. And again, that's one of those things where these reps are so important. And you'll definitely learn from that, as the Eagles are going to have to call a timeout here to get things in order. So, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We got more Friday Night Football coming up right here.
Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors in Vanceboro, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics, is building strong foundations for your grading and paving needs. Grading services are designed to provide a stable and level foundation for your construction projects, enhancing drainage, preventing erosion, and preparing your land for successful development. Jimmy L. Morris and Sons offers paving services that combine durability, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Call 252-670-6749 and let's lay the groundwork for success together.
This is Friday Night Football.
We're back in time for the punt, and it'll be a fair catch.
It was a good punt.
It was a good punt. So the Eagles are on top. 44-19 is our score from Jordan Stadium. And 6:54 to go here before we can wrap things up. Where North Johnston has won tonight, beating North Lenoir. Eastern Wayne has won their game. It's now final against Washington. And this is the last Three Rivers Conference game still to go. As the Cougars come back out on offense, trailing by 25. Mayo, the quarterback, gets the snap. Looking to throw now. Going to pump and readjust his
Second and 10 from the 30.
His where he wanted to throw his throwing point, but still doesn't get off a complete pass. And again, I think some disrupted timing on both sides, the route getting disrupted and then the quarterback's timing getting disrupted. But a little bit of desperation mode right now for the Cougars, who came in at 4-4 and a tough loss last week. Mayo rolling out, trying to get away, throws at the last minute across his body, and it's complete. Man, I'll tell you, that is one of the hardest throws to make in football, to throw across your body. And most coaches can't, it's usually going to get picked off, but he finds Downey, I believe, open, and he's going to move the chains. A great throw by Mayo. Yeah, he really made something out of nothing, yeah.
His receiver just kept working and got open.
Nice play by the junior quarterback, screen pass. And trying to turn that into a big run. It's going to pick up maybe 5-6 yards. We'll say 5, bring up second down and 5. Clock moving now. Should be right at the halfway point of our fourth quarter. Cougars at the Eagle 48-yard line. Handoff to Hopkins. Hopkins up the middle, breaking tackles, has the first down inside the 40 and inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Hopkins, who's been a cannonball up the middle tonight. Or a pinball. I think that's a more accurate. Cannonball usually just knocks things over, but pinball bounces and somehow keeps going. That's been Hopkins tonight. Mayo gets the snap, has pressure, going to roll out, and incomplete. Looking to hit Smith, and decent coverage. Knight able to meet the receiver as soon as the ball got there, and enough contact to dislodge the connection. Clock stops at 5:35 to go. Second and 10. Senior night crowd is thinned out. Everybody got cold, I think, Chop, and left. What's going on here? Handoff. Hopkins pushing close to the 30-yard line. I think that's where he's going to get, and that's it. So bring up a 3rd down and 7. But 4-down territory for the Cougars for sure. Landon McCarty comes in. another one of the seniors on this West Craven team. On this third down play. Mayo in the shotgun formation. Low snap. He gets it, rifles it, and Smith can't hold on to it. It's incomplete. Tried to fire it in there, and it was on target. Just maybe a little too much mustard on that one.
Those tip balls, that's always a chance for those DBs.
Oh, yeah. Opportunity when you see that ball bounce up. But with the incomplete pass, the clock is stopped at 4:43 to go and a fourth down conversion attempt. As the Cougars got to go for it, trailing by 4 scores. Mayo. And it is intercepted. Was it out of bounds? No, it is intercepted.
It would have been better if he'd have just dropped it, though.
I think it would have, because it's going to get spotted at the 1 yard line?
Or 2, something like that.
Yeah, it's going to put the Eagles with their backs up against the goal line, but...
I mean, 1 first down is really all they need, so...
And look, I know Mayo didn't want to throw the interception, but that's... I mean, you couldn't punt better than that. However, again, they weren't looking to punt with the score being what it is. They're not going to take any moral victories out of that one. And rightfully so. 4:37 to go. So the Eagles just need to get the clock moving.
I really thought the Cougars were out of timeouts, but they're showing 1 on the scoreboard. So
McCarty is going to check in on the defensive side. Stay tuned. We'll update you on any scores from around the area as they're going final all across eastern North Carolina. The Eagles looking to run it and up the middle. And that's what I would do. I'm telling you, Chop, I'm running right up the A gap 3 times. And if they don't get the first down, you punt it. But you take the right up the A gap and you take as much time off the clock. I don't snap the ball until I see the referee starting to count down the 5 seconds of the play clock, and that, again, nothing too fancy at this point. But 4:02 to go, and West Craven's going to actually take a timeout.
Timeout for the Eagles.
So this gives us an opportunity one more time to maybe dig into some scores. As I mentioned here, 44-19. We'll go to J.H. Rose still leading New Bern 34-28. That game is in the 4th quarter. Rampants leading the Bears. Tarboro and Aiden Grifton, that's a final. Vikings over the Chargers 41-0. Richlands 41-20 over Dixon. Is that score right? South Central leads White Oak 35-22. If I see something suspect, I got to call it out.
Right, yeah.
Farmville Central and Green Central's playing, Kinston leads Wilson Bedingfield 54-8. It's Croatan all over West Carteret 49-14. Jacksonville leads D.H. Conley 34-17. And we'll get back here as we're back from timeout. West Craven, 4 minutes left. They'll run up the middle again in another short gain. I would say barely.
Yeah, barely any gain.
Any gain, to bring up a 3rd and long. But the clock is moving, and that's what you want.
Yep.
The Eagles just 3 minutes and 40 seconds away from their 6th consecutive victory. And if they finish that off, they will maintain their undefeated record in the Three Rivers Conference and improve to 5-0. And again, set up a showdown next week at Eastern Wayne. And Eastern Wayne 4-1 on the year. in conference. And so for the Eagles, handoff, Cuthbertson trying to break some tackles, trying to pick up the first down. He's still on his feet, dancing, and I think he might have stepped out of bounds. But did he pick up the first down? And I think he might have. He did. And this might be just what the Eagles needed to put this one on ice. 3:03. Clock stops because of Cuthbertson stepping out of bounds, which again I think was more about him trying to extend the play than trying to get away from the play.
The first down was much more important than not stopping the clock.
So at this point, again, the Eagles probably back to the same game plan of running up the middle.
Up the middle.
And they'll hand it off. Person, right up the middle.
Oh, wow.
And boy, he had some room, and he was thinking about it. To the 25, up past the 26 to the 27, and probably one broken tackle away.
Yeah, got up a little.
Yeah, it was. Again, he would have put an exclamation point on this game with that run. Person has definitely got the speed. And he lines up in the tailback position right now, right beside Davis. And the Eagles will line up two receivers on each side of the set as waiting on the clock to move. 2:44 to go. And the Eagles are ready. Davis gets the snap, hands it off to Person. Person, nice run. Close to midfield. And we'll say to the 46-yard line, maybe the 47. Another nice run for Person. He's going to move the chains. And if the Eagles can just hold on to the football here, they will just wrap this one up. Spotted at the 47-yard line. Davis, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Clock moving as the two defensive ends for Southwest switch sides. And if you're the Eagles again, you're just waiting for that play clock to wind down as much as you can. And there's no play clocks in the stadium, but so what you're waiting on is the back judge. Now he's starting to count down with his arm, and 5 seconds left. He's going to hand it off and pass the midfield stripe and into Cougar territory. The Eagles go. But more importantly, the clock continues to move.
Yep.
And probably about 2 more snaps here.
Yep.
Is all the Eagles will need.
5-yard gain for the Eagles. 2nd and 5 from the 48.
Maybe 3.
This was not quite the nail biter you've talked about in the past.
Well, yeah, and I mean, look, it was setting up to be that nail biter. I mentioned in the pregame, the last 2 games have been just absolute slugfest. And this game was starting to head that way with the one possession, 27-19 score we had at one point. But the Eagles have just been able to pull away at that point.
Yeah, it seemed like they made the better adjustments at halftime and came out on both sides of the ball and have basically dominated. Oh, and
Person's got some room. He's on his feet and still trying to get to the sidelines. He's inside the 20-yard line. My gosh, what a run by Person. He's going to add a lot of yardage to his tally.
And it looked like he wanted to go, but kind of slowed up. Honestly, he probably just should have went down and kept the clock running. But again,
when you're a freshman,
I get it.
And it's look, you get a run like that, it's easy for us to say just go down when you and I can't run 5 yards.
Oh yeah, I'm not running nowhere. There we go.
Davis will take a knee, and that will do it. And so the Eagles do get their 6th victory in a row and improve to 5-0 in the Three Rivers Conference 8-1 overall.
And we have a showdown next week.
And next week, Eastern Wayne on the road. We'll take a quick break, and on the other side, we'll wrap this up and send you back to Fox Sports programming. But the final from Jordan Stadium, Eagles 44 and Cougars 19. This is Friday Night Football on 252 Fox Sports Radio.
Our experience, dedication to excellence, and project site cooperation set Bryn Glass apart from other glazing contractors. In business since 1989, Bryn Glass strives to provide a professional and pleasurable experience throughout the construction process. We invite you to visit our commercial gallery for an overview of our completed projects. The homeowner is the sole focus of our residential division. Through extensive conversation and planning sessions, we come to understand the look and feel a homeowner's desires. Our mirrors are all cut to fit the area, and we offer several edgework custom options for you. Our shower enclosures are all custom designed and fabricated to fit each application. There are numerous glass and metal surrounds for the shower of your dreams. As a finishing touch, we offer a wide variety of bath accessories. Call 252-637-4996 for Bryn Glass, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
As a Daikin dealer, I have the solutions you need for total home comfort. So if you want the chill of the Rocky Mountain air in your bedroom for summer, you can. Or if you prefer the warmth of the California sun this winter, that's no problem either. And if you simply desire that just right feeling of the New England coast, well, it's home comfort. You decide. Daikin, perfecting the air we share.
Lilly Enterprises HVAC. HVAC specialists for Craven, Beaufort, Pitt, Lenoir, Carteret, and surrounding Eastern NC. Lilly HVAC.
Have you had a review of your insurance policies recently? Hi, I'm Jim Robinson with Robinson & Stith Insurance. At Robinson & Stith Insurance, we understand the hard work that goes into securing your assets. Whether it is your home, car, business, or boat, you need insurance to protect your hard work. Robinson & Stith Insurance has been serving Eastern North Carolina's insurance needs since 1905. We believe it is not just the policy that serves you, but also the people. Our no voicemail policy means that whenever you call our office, you will speak to a live person who will be happy to help you. Our dedicated team of professionals is here to help and will be happy to provide no obligation reviews of your insurance coverages. Stop by and see us at 513 Pollock Street. Give us a call at 633-1174, 633-1174. Robinson & Stith Insurance, complete insurance since 1905. We want to earn your business.
Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors in Vanceboro, a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics, is building strong foundations for your grading and paving needs. Grading services are designed to provide a stable and level foundation for your construction projects, enhancing drainage, preventing erosion, and preparing your land for successful development. Jimmy L. Morris and Sons offers paving services that combine durability, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Call 252-670-6749, and let's lay the groundwork for success together.
At Bowden & Car Furniture, we're proud to support our local teams and wish you the best this season. As Eastern Carolina's largest authorized Lazy Boy dealer, we have a huge selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, sleeper sofas, sectionals, and more. Plus, beautiful row furniture. Custom order or take home today. Visit us in Havelock or online at bowdenandcarfurniture.com. Best of luck to all our local teams from Bowden & Car Furniture.
The goal of Atlantic Logging is to offer each of our customers a professional logging operation and top dollar for their timber. In short, you should have a peace of mind knowing that your timberland is contracted to be harvested with an extraordinary, well-trained, experienced, and dedicated logging company to get the job done in a time-efficient manner with precision and professionalism. Call 252-229-9997. Atlantic Logging is a proud supporter of West Craven Athletics.
This is Antoine Pittman, head men's basketball coach of the West Craven Eagles. Your home for West Craven Sports is 252 Fox Sports Radio, 107.5 FM.
Friday Night Football on 252 Radio is brought to you by all these great sponsors. Robinson & Stith Insurance, Bowden & Car Furniture, Jimmy L. Morris and Sons Contractors, Atlantic Logging, Lilly Enterprises HVAC, and Bryn Glass.
Our final score from Jordan Stadium on senior night, the Eagles beat Southwest Edgecombe 44-19 behind an incredible performance by senior quarterback DJ Davis, who was attributed for 6 touchdowns tonight, 4 on the ground, 2 in the air. But what an incredible performance. I'm Mark Benecelli, alongside me, Chop Doughty, and man, what a game. It got off to a wild start with the Eagles up 21-0, and then all of a sudden Southwest garnered some momentum and all of a sudden made this a fight at halftime at 27-19. But the Eagles came out in the second half, and I think you talked about it. The adjustments, you got to give that to the Eagles in this part, because they shut out the Cougars in the second half and were able to walk away and win it 44-19. And just a great all-around performance for the Eagles, now setting up this championship showdown with Eastern Wayne next week.
Yeah, I think the Eagles had 1 turnover in the second half, but other than that, they basically dominated coming out of the halftime and took this one without much problem.
Yeah, great. And as I mentioned, we could certainly give a lot of – look, I think a complete team effort, some great special teams play. Defense stepped up and made some plays when they needed to as well. Just, again, can't say enough about this group of players. And as I mentioned, it is senior night, and I'm going to take some time to give some credit. We certainly have talked about it all night long, but I did want to take a little bit of time to talk about some of the other games. And, of course, I mentioned this championship game next week. Now, again, the Eagles, this is their last home game of the regular season, but they could probably ensure themselves some more home games by winning this conference, and they have a chance to do that next week to be the outright conference champion. And again, that will set up again next week when they take on Eastern Wayne on the road. But boy, when we started this season, the expectations were high, and here we are now heading towards the final week of the regular season. And the Eagles are absolutely where I think they thought they would find themselves.
Yeah, and home field is so important during the playoffs. You know, the coaches have that in the back of their mind. They've got to keep the guys focused, get them in that next game, and get a win to secure that position.
So let's try to give you some updates from some other games. As I mentioned, Eastern Wayne, that is a final 49-6. Is the final. Eastern Wayne beating Washington tonight. North Johnston beat North Lenoir as well. And so when we talk about these contests, as I said in the Three Rivers Conference, I think, again, we've already set ourselves up for this great showdown that we've got next week. Now, to update you on the Big Carolina Conference, one of the games, of course, that we've been watching all night, the New Bern Bears look like they are going to fall to J.H. Rose. The score update I've got here in the fourth quarter is Rose 48, New Bern 35. So, again, this is from Max Preps, but that's the score update I have there from that game. So some other finals, Richlands defeated Dixon. I'm still questioning that, but hey, it's what I got. 41-26. Tarboro over Aiden Grifton, 41-0. It was East Duplin defeating Pender 38-18. I mentioned North Johnston's win over North Lenoir, 48-25 was the final there. Some other scores. Kinston over Beddingfield, 61-8. It's Croatan over West Carteret, 49-21. Northside Jacksonville leading Swansboro, but we haven't had an update from that game since halftime. East Carteret defeated Jones 56-0. Jacksonville in the Big Carolina Conference Showdown defeating D.H. Conley 41-24. And again, that's our score updates. And again, if any of these are wrong, I got them from Max Preps.
Yeah.
So any final words there? As I said, boy, we set ourselves up for a nice one next week, Chop.
Oh yeah, and I enjoy games that have meaning at the end of the season. This is going to be a great game.
It absolutely is. And so
let's hope I make it back for it.
Yes, let's definitely hope you make it back for it. But I wanted to take a minute to thank again, first off, let's mention Christian DiNapoli, Michael Wilson, Caden Seamster, Antoine Jones, DJ Davis, Emmanuel Miller, Jeremiah Lee, Jeremiah Knight, Shareem Morris, Landon McCarty, Tavon Allen, John Morris, Zaire Keys, Khalil Green, and if I'm missing any of the other seniors, my apologies, but I wanted to give the seniors a little shout out there.
Congratulations
on
all
senior
of them.
night. And again, DJ Davis, what a phenomenal game. And again, a phenomenal game by really all the guys. I also just gives me an opportunity. Thank you to our general manager, Mike Afflerback, to our sales and marketing team, a duo, our fantastic duo of Carolina and Leslie Olivares, our production manager, Daryl Harris, the best in the business. I absolutely want to thank the great folks at West Craven, Coach Twitchell, and of course, Coach Baggett, Coach Decker, Coach Eastwood, Coach Fitch, Coach Hackney, Coach Jordan, Coach Lee. I mean, all of the great folks as well. Thank you so much for letting us come up here and do this for sure. But we want to thank our great sponsors as well, Atlantic Logging, Robinson and Stith Insurance, Bowden and Carr Furniture, Jimmy L. Morris and Sons, Atlantic Logging, I believe, and did I mention Robinson and Stith? I'm going to mention them again if I didn't. But thank you to all our sponsors. To Chop Doughty, dude, I want to thank you, sir, for braving out there in the
I've
elements.
enjoyed it, bro.
Great job for sure. Remember, tomorrow we've got ACC football at noon. That's the next live game we have for you. And then some Charlotte Hornets basketball to close. But tune in next week. It'll be week 11, the final week of the regular season. And we will be ready for a conference championship showdown as the Eagles take on the Warriors next week on Friday Night Football right here on 252 Fox Sports Radio. Have a good night.